and gentlemen, welcome to Hooper Stadium, home of your Nevada Union Miners. Tonight, we celebrate our seniors, your class of 2023. First, number 1, Shane Kamba. Shane has played football for 4 years. His favorite team rival is Placer because it was always a battle playing against them. Shane believes that minor magic represents miracles that can happen on and off the field as a Nevada Union student athlete. From his years as a minor, he will always remember the values and hard work ethic he has learned. After graduation, he plans on attending college for 2 to 4 years and pursue a career in cyber security. Shane Kamba. Number 2, Trayton Santos. After a long 11 years of playing football, some of the greatest memories that Trayton will have are the locker room celebrations after a win. Minor magic to Trayton means never giving up, and from his years as a minor, he has learned how to overcome adversity and how to persevere. After high school, he plans to continue playing football in college and sees himself as an entrepreneur traveling the world. Number 2, Trayton Santos. Number 3, Andrew Webster. Andrew Webster, known by his teammates as Webby, has been involved with football for 13 years. He started off at 5 years old as a mascot for Bear River, then transferred to NU his junior Pee Wee year. One of the highlights he will remember from his many years is getting the game-winning interception against Ponderosa last year after 3 rounds of overtime. To Andrew, minor magic means miracles happening on and off the field. After graduation, Webby plans to continue playing football at either Sierra College or Butte. Andrew Webster. Number 4, Maddox Graves. Maddox has been playing football with NU for 11 years. He will always remember the Wheatland game at the beginning of the year where he made an interception on defense, then went into quarterback and threw 3 touchdowns to help win the game. To Maddox, minor magic means getting to play quarterback and lead the team as he has done all of his years of playing, as well as feeling of winning a game with the football family on the field. Upon graduation, Maddox plans on attending the University of Nevada, Reno, where he will study forest management and plans on becoming a firefighter in the Tahoe National Forest. Number 4, Maddox Graves. Number 6, Brett Cota. Brett has played football for 2 years, and the highlight he will remember for the rest of his life is the first game against Wheatland this season, where he got 3 touchdowns to win the game. From his years as a minor, he has learned to never give up and skill of perseverance. Minor magic to Brett represents feeling like we are one big family. After graduation, Brett plans on attending community college and pursuing engineering while continuing to play football or volleyball. In 5 years, he sees himself living life and enjoying traveling. Number 6, Brett Cota. Number 11, Drew Monet. This is Drew's 4th year playing football. The highlight from this football season he will remember is the community service rake event where firewood was provided for senior citizens in the community. Drew defines minor magic as the community supporting you. From his memories as a minor, Drew will always remember the friendships that he has made. Upon graduation, he plans on attending a fire academy and pursue a career in firefighting, following in his father's footsteps. Number 11, Drew Monet. Number 13, Tyler Ricketts. Tyler has been playing football for 2 years at Nevada Union. To Tyler, minor magic is not a thing. It is the boys out here playing every play like it is the last play. Tyler will take with him the memories and brotherhood of minors football. After high school, he plans on working in special education with kids or becoming a pilot. He would like to thank his dad for supporting and encouraging him in school and throughout the football seasons, as he is the reason Tyler is still playing. Number 13, Tyler Ricketts. Number 17, Rocco McMullen. Rocco has played football for 4 years, and his favorite team rival is Rio Linda because we usually win when we play against them. Minor Magic to Rocco means never giving up. As a minor, he will take with him the memories of character, discipline, and a strong work ethic. After graduation, he is interested in attending a fire academy. Number 17, Rocco McMullen. Number 24, James Kinney. James has been part of a football program for 11 years. He will never forget the win against Wheatland at the beginning of the season. Placer is his favorite team rival because it is always fun playing against old friends. Minor Magic to James means the comeback win which we experienced against Ponderosa in overtime last year. He will always remember the support he has received from the community as a minor. After graduation, James plans on attending a community college and getting a degree in business. Number 24, James Kinney. Number 34, Clay Renner. Clay has been playing football since the 3rd grade. His favorite team to play against is Placer because of our huge history of rivalry, and they give us the best competition. From his years as a minor, he has learned to be polite, work hard at anything that you are doing, and that family is everything. After graduation, his plan is to attend college at University of Nevada, Reno, and pursue a degree in business. The memory he will remember for the rest of his life is his interception as DN and stiff-arming the quarterback, knocking his helmet off and breaking his... Number 34, Clay Renner. Number 51, Roland Patito. This is Roland's 5th year playing football, and from his years as a minor, he has made many memories and gained a strong work ethic. To Roland, Minor Magic means not giving up. One highlight from the season he will remember is his pick while playing nose guard against Oakmont last year. After high school, Roland plans to attend a junior college and in 5 years sees himself owning a house. Number 51, Roland Patino. Number 55, Nathan Valentine. Nathan has played football for a total of 3 years and also participates in the wrestling program at Nevada Union. To Nathan, Minor Magic means never giving up. After graduation, he plans on enlisting in the Army and having a fulfilling career in the military. Number 55, Nathan Valentine. Number 63, David Moyer. David Moyer has been playing football for 2 years at Nevada Union. The highlights from the season that he will remember are the win against Union Mine and the Raid Community Service event. Minor Magic to David represents the 4th quarter comeback. After graduation, David plans on attending a trade school and in 5 years sees himself becoming a heavy equipment operator. Number 63, David Moyer. Number 74, Jack Jorgensen. This is Jack's 9th year playing football. Ponderosa is his favorite team rival, and Jack fondly remembers triple overtime last year that led to the win. To Jack, Minor Magic means simply family. What we all will take with him from the years of being a minor is to work hard and be a team player. After graduation, Jack wants to get a job as a groundsman and then get into an apprenticeship program working as a linesman. Number 74, Jack Jorgensen. Number 84, Dylan Lampy. Dylan has played football for 4 years, and the highlight he will remember for the rest of his life is his interception during the Lincoln game. His favorite team rival is Bear River because we always beat them, even though they act cocky. Minor Magic to Dylan means giving everything your all in every play. From being a minor, Dylan has learned the reward of hard work. After graduation, he plans on attending Butte College and is interested in becoming a firefighter and making the world a better place. Number 84, Dylan Lampy. And now our wonderful trainers. First, Lexi Collins. Lexi has been involved with the Valley Union Sports Medicine program for 2 years. The highlight that she will remember from the season is her first football game as a trainer and the feeling of just being on the sidelines with the team. Minor magic to Lexi means family and supporting one another, always giving 100% and going all out. From her years as a minor, she will take with her many memories of support that she has received from teachers and coaches and finding a place where she belongs. After high school, she plans on going to Southern California to study sports medicine and physical therapy. Lexi Collins. Next, Valeria Calderon Pinto. This is Valeria's first year as a trainer for the football program. The highlight that she will remember from the season is her first game and how fun it was being on the sideline. Her favorite team rival is Placer. It's exciting and you never know who's going to win. In 5 years, Valeria sees herself as a preschool teacher or a physical therapist. Valeria Calderon Pinto. Next is Morgan McCoy. Morgan has been a trainer with NU Sports Medicine program for 3 years. The highlight that you will remember was the very first scrimmage of the season because we got to see how strong our team became after summer practices. To Morgan, minor magic means good sportsmanship, working as a team with not only the other trainers, but with the players and coaches as well. It means to never give up and work diligently towards goals. After graduation, she plans on taking a gap year to travel and explore and receive an EMT certificate at Sierra College. Eventually, she sees herself getting a degree in nursing and working as a travel nurse in Europe. Morgan McCoy. Next is Alyssa Herbert. Alyssa has been involved in the NU Sports Medicine program for 2 years. From these years, she will remember being able to really connect with all the players and trainers and the feeling of becoming a family. To Alyssa, minor magic means that you show up with a good attitude and you are dedicated to what you do. From her years as being a minor, she has learned to not take life too seriously, to have fun with her friends. You have because it goes by so quickly. After graduation, she plans to take a gap year, work a lot, and then attend cosmetology school or continue with sports medicine. Alyssa Herbert. Devin Bowers. Devin has been involved in the NU Sports Med program for 3 years. A highlight she will remember from this season was her first game as head trainer and how excited she felt for the season ahead. Her favorite team rival is Pondo because of the games are often very close when we play against them and it makes for an amazing game. Minor magic to Devin means showing up for the game with great spirit and ready for a good time no matter what the outcome is. After graduation, Devin plans on attending University of Nevada, Reno, majoring in biology. And now our senior cheerleaders. First, Riley Lillard. Riley has been cheering for 8 years. The highlight that she will remember from cheering are the friendships she has made throughout the years. Her favorite team rival is Lincoln because she loves being able to cheer against friends on their team. Minor magic to Riley represents dedication, family, and of course fun. After graduation, she plans on attending cosmetology school to become a hairstylist, and in 5 years, Riley sees herself moving out of the state and joining her career. Riley Lillard. And finally, Haley Hooper. Haley has been a cheerleader for 10 years. She started with the junior minors when she was 8 years old and has cheered all the way through high school. She will always remember the friends she has made over the last 4 years and the day she found out that she made captain this year. After graduation, Haley plans on going to Sierra College for the first 2 years of college and then deciding where to finish the last 2 years after. Upon finishing schooling, Haley plans to become a veterinary technician. Haley Hooper. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give one more round of applause for our graduating seniors of the class of 2020. 23. We'd also like to thank our Nevada Union football boosters board, starting with our president, Olivia Pritchett, our secretary, Teresa Toledo Larios, the treasurer, Nicole Camgros, merchandise, Ali Moyer, consultant, Tiffany Marin Graves, consultant Meg Hughes, and consultant Janelle Sunday. Thank you for all of your guys' hard work.
Not yet. You're ready. You can always mute yourself right here. Can I go? I don't want to mess with it.
Test. You guys got me? That's tough. Can you talk?
Test, test.
Should I hear him more? I'd like to hear him if possible.
I could hear you pretty well.
Okay.
He. Volume controls here, 1 or 2.
Am I 1 or 2? How do I bump him up to hear him better? Oh, I'm stepping on stuff.
All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We will be
We had them separated at one point, but of course.
prior to the kickoff
Here.
and after the national anthem.
Okay. Let's leave it on the camera for the national anthem, you guys. I don't know if that did it. Yeah, okay, so wait.
Captains for Nevada Union. Number 4,
That's
Max
2.
Graves, and number
So do we
34,
want to switch?
Claire
Yeah,
Allen.
no, that's fine. I think leave you on 2 and him on 1. That way it's left and right.
Got it. Oh.
Nevada Union hit us to first.
Good.
Test.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you would please stand, remove your hats and helmets for our national anthem.
Come on, Julian, it's our national anthem.
You missed the name of the top.
All right. Senior visiting Oakmont Vikings. Number 2, Casey Tibbetts. Number 4, Bryson Bradford. Number 8, Eli Hunt. Number 9.
How's that sound? Here, let me just. You take this, I'll go check it out. They can hear you.
Good evening and welcome to Nevada Union High School, home of the Miners. I'm Brad Delbon here with my son, Matthew Delbon, announcing tonight's senior night football game versus the Oakmont Vikings. Matthew, how you feeling tonight?
Feeling well.
Good.
Coming off a big win from the JV. Miners are here looking for their first league win.
First league win for the varsity team. Could be coming tonight. It looks like the Miners in the home blues are going to be kicking off right to left on the screen, away from the scoreboard. And Oakmont in the away whites will receiving the ball. Oh, fumbled, picked up. Looks like number 15 breaking up the middle. Decent return past the 25-yard line. That was Brian Garcia for the Vikings returning. The Varsity Miners have a few new faces on their team as they pulled up a few JV players from last week. Rocco Karakensia looks like he's starting at inside linebacker, number 52, I believe. And Carter Van Meter, I don't see him out on the field right at the moment. I could be wrong, but here comes the Oakmont Vikings, who kind of like the wing T set and a spread set motion. Handoff, cross block to the strong side. Tackled by number 24. James Kinney on the play. Looks like no
good fill
gain.
by the Miners there. Number 24.
So second down. Second down 10, early first quarter. Senior night, Nevada Union High School. Motion, high snap. QB decides to keep it. Oh, and he pitches late. It's going to be scooped up. Oh, almost scooped up by number 1, Shane Kamba. A lot of things happening wrong for Oakmont on that play. Kamba comes up.
A botched option play to the right. Oakmont didn't seem to have a chance to get on it. Miners early striking distance here on senior night.
That's right. So Miners offense coming in. Philpott at quarterback in a ace formation. Shotgun snap. Quick pass out to the side for Brett Coda. Inside the 10-yard line. Looks like about an 8-yard gain. Quick pass. Miners threatening early. Line up quickly, Miners. The run, little counter play. That looked like Elkama on the carry. Tackle from behind. 71 on the play for Oakmont. That is Giovanni Schoen with the play. Miners line up quickly. Looks like a run right up the middle. Philpott gets the first down.
Looked like Philpott had a lane there. Stumbled up either on a lineman or maybe himself, the turf monster. That's a big play the Miners wanted there. I bet they saw it as well.
Turf monster seems to happen at every field. So Miners first and goal at the 5. Early first quarter. Little illegal shift by the sophomore. He never did that for us. I'm just kidding, as Matthew and I are coaching the JV team. So Van Meter moves. He's going to move everybody back 5 yards. I'm going to try that again. First and goal from the 10 now. And it's a pass. Philpott hit. Van Meter open, just out of his reach. Pressure up the middle by number 40, Shane Byer for Oakmont.
Just nobody blocked him on that play. Open. I'm guessing they were sliding to the right in their protection, and 40 just came through and disrupted the pass on that play.
Looks like it came off the edge. Second and goal from the 10. Miners in a trips formation to the right. Looks like pressure coming. Quick pass to the flat. He's going to break free and score a touchdown. Andrew Webster picked up a couple blocks, broke one tackle, and scores for the Miners as they take an early 6-0 lead on the Vikings.
Big touchdown for the Miners.
Big touchdown early. It's been a few weeks since the Miners have scored first. Okay, Coda looks like he's kicking. Snap, high, blocked. And on a PAT, when you block it, it's a dead ball, so there's nobody returning anything. So Miners early in the game. .9:45 left in the first quarter. Miners leading 6-0. So yeah, the Miners come in with a 2-6 record overall, looking to take it to Oakmont tonight. Again, senior night. It's also fall break, the end of the fall break. So school will be back in session on Monday. It'd be nice to get a victory, go back to school, celebrate that win.
Yes, it would.
As stated earlier, JV won 30-6 tonight, moving their record to 5-4. Second week win for the youngsters. Kicking off for the Miners looks like Graves, Maddox Graves kicking off. It's going to take a bounce. Picked up at the 8-yard line. Little seam up the side. Oh, big tackle right there by the Miners. Looks like it was Coda on the tackle. So Coda catches the ball, kicks the ball, also runs down on kickoffs and tackles people. So kind of can do it all. Miners defense headed up by Elkema at one end and Clay Renner at the other end, bookend huge defensive ends. Here comes Oakmont in a spread look, wing tee, snap, option. Not much doing. Pursuit of the Miners gets there. Matthew, I was talking with Coach Messina from Oakmont, the head coach, and he was telling me they have 5 or 6 guys out sick, and they're missing several of their key players. How do you think that'll affect them tonight?
Well, that's huge, missing especially if they were starting guys. I mean, it's a next man up mentality, though. You got to get your guys prepared for the week. And yeah, battle it out on Friday night.
So Van Meter comes in for a slightly banged up Kenny, it looks like, playing an outside linebacker spot, and they're throwing the ball. Pass to the flat. Van Meter was first varsity tackle. Good effort right there in the flat. It's going to be close. Depends on how they did spot him a little short, so it's going to be 3rd and 2.
Good piece of tackling by Van Meter there. If he doesn't get a hand there, I think he breaks it for at least another 10, 15 yards.
So Miners bring in some heavy timber. The interior guys in Meek and Villa coming in and hoping to plug up the middle. That's a lot of weight there on the D-line currently. Oakmont comes out, kind of a spread look for the wing tee, shotgun. Throwing the ball 3rd down. Open in the flat, caught almost breaks the tackle. The tackle made by, checking my roster here, Lampy on the tackle, Shane Bear with the catch. First down, Vikings at the 44-yard line of the Vikings going out. Great night tonight, Matthew. Weather's perfect, but times are changing tomorrow, supposedly.
I guess so, yeah. It's been a long time coming. I mean, it's
finally
October,
some football weather. Here comes
18th.
Some speed option. Load option outside. Picks up a block on the edge. Got a little bit. Ooh, it's going to be close. Surprised.
Oh, looks like the ref dropped it.
Oh, he did call it late.
The Oakmont sideline.
I saw it late. So load option outside. Load option is basically where the lead block. You have a lead blocker as your running option, and they got that block on the corner, and the inside player for the Miners tackled the runner with the quarterback with a horse collar. It looks like referees are discussing it. Oh, okay. I could see why they might have called that off. He kind of had the hand on the back of the jersey, not on the horse. But still, they usually call that if he gets pulled down from behind like that.
It's interesting. The side judge dropped it after the play, and then they waved it off anyway.
Good discussion, yeah.
Ooh.
It's a good play right there by the linebacker. Looked like they were stunting inside.
Number 61, Jacob Hall, the tackle there, I believe. Slanted in, made the play. 3rd and short again for the Vikings.
So it's interesting. The Miners don't put their beef back out there on 3rd and short. Looks like they have a different front in there. A lot of times they'll pinch the inside gaps of their D-line. Let's see what they got here. 3rd and about 1.5 yards. Little wing set motion. Snap over the guy with slant. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
The ball was batted in the air. Oakmont player catches it on a freak play. Kind of how the JV scored their touchdown today for Oakmont. Very similar, batted in the air, almost intercepted by the NU safety. And the Oakmont player takes it down the sideline for about a 40-yard gain.
It's a gut wrencher for the Miners. I mean, batted ball, you want to see it go down or into one of your players' hands, and instead it's taken for another 20 yards. Let's see what the Miners can bring here in their own the 14-yard line.
So Oakmont inside the red zone. See what changes for their offense. Looks like they're in a regular wing left set. Out of the pistol, a little bit of movement, throw to the flat. And he's got a rally, which they do. Little trips formation. Throw outside. I don't think there was any gain there. No, it's going to be
Dylan Lamp with the tackle.
Lampy with a tackle, and the host of Miners get there. Only get 1 yard, so it's 2nd and 9. Oakmont can get a first down at I think it's the 4-yard line or 4.5. So just under 5 minutes left in the quarter stoppage.
Oh, looks like
what do you got, man?
Some fans threw a ball onto the field from the scoreboard side.
So a little bit of now a timeout's called by Oakmont. So a little delay from the kids playing around, and then Oakmont says, let's call a timeout. So what are you seeing so far, Matthew, out of the Miners? Both sides of the ball, I guess.
Well, this first possession, or where Oakmont had it, getting that ball immediately in their territory is huge. I mean, if you don't score there, you're kicking yourself. And they've been playing decent defense so far. That one freak play, as you were saying, it's just a killer. I mean, you think you have them, what was it, second or third down, and then now you're fighting at your goal line.
3rd and 2, and they throw the slant after you think they'd run the ball, and you had them dead to rights, and they get a huge play off it. So Miners just got to keep telling each other doing a good job, because they really weren't, Oakmont wasn't really moving the ball at all, just for the freak play. So Oakmont coming out of the timeout, getting right on the ball. Looks like they're in a regular slot wing T, tight end wing to the offensive left. Motioning, and the run and jet sweep, cuts it up, and Elkema and a host of players stuffing the outside run. No gain. Santos part of the tackle as well. 3rd and we'll call it 10. They moved it back slightly, so Miners got to be thinking pass here. Maybe bring some pressure. You know, it was 3rd and short, and they threw the ball, so 3rd and 10.
3rd and long is a little different in the red zone, but expecting pass here from the Vikings.
Motion, looks like counter. Good play by the young sophomore right there. Karakinsia from his weak linebacker spot. Read the play. And Kenny also on the play. So now, 4th down, big play early in this game. Oakmont not overly prolific on offense as far as scoring a ton of points during the season. So if they can get in the end zone, could be a big momentum for them. Again, kind of an unbalanced pro wing set to the right. QB takes it, rolls out. It looks like a flood route to the flat. I don't think that, unless he breaks a tackle, it's going to get him enough. Number 10 is tackled at the 8-yard line. Luke Scott on the catch, but it's nowhere near 1st down. So the Miners are going to take over, and it's a big stop after the funky play that got him down there.
Yeah, you want to get them out. You want to get your defense off the field there. I mean, they're frustrated from that big play, but did a good job of holding the defense there, or holding the offense to no points.
So Miners in trips. They pedal it out to number 11, who's got some speed down the sideline. Runs a couple people over. Drew Manet with a quick catch and run. Good 15-yard play up to the 26-yard line. Miners quick on the ball with their offense, and another trip set to the wide side of the field. Similar throw, same exact play. See if Manet picking up blockers, running hard, picked up a block from Coda, picks up another 14, so 2 plays, they get 30 yards. The Miners going hurry up, tempo on the ball. Philpott with a couple quick passes, and Manet with the yak. Looks like a run to the bench. Flag comes out. 10-yard gain. Let's look at the flag. Came from the umpire, which usually is bad news for the offense.
Yeah, just a little bit.
It came out quick, too.
Too much of a grab from the center, I believe. Just immediately hooked him on the outside and didn't let go.
So that'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It'll be 1st down. Looks like it was right at the point of attack. So 18, we'll say, 1st and 18 for the Miners. Handoff inside. Big fill by the linebacker. Good collision by Cole McCracken running the ball. Linebacker number 44, Romero Stafford, Alex, sophomore, with a big fill. Also, number 50 for Oakmont, Mac Hughes, hitting like a Mack truck. Here we go, Miners throwing, rolling, Philpott up the sideline and tipped at the last minute. Great play at the last second by number 15, Brian Garcia. He was open down the sideline. The busted play, and the receiver, when they're taught to break up field, when the quarterback breaks contain and had a chance there.
Yeah, and I didn't see a lot. The coverage on the safety was a little late, so.
I think he was breaking open after the rollout, and they just found him late. So Miners 3rd and long, 3rd and 15. Coach Sparks is calling a play. Looks like trips formation again to the top, to the right side. And fade down the sideline to Coda, overthrown out of bounds. I don't think even if it was thrown on target, it would have been good enough because the DB squeezed the Coda out of bounds as like the 12th defender.
Yeah, I mean, good coverage, a little overthrown ball. Miners now punting.
Back to punt, number 12. Decent punt, gets a Miners roll, a second big giant roll down to the 8-yard line. So big kick.
You see some of the Miners trying to wave it over, get some more yardage. That was a great punt on the play. Good job flipping the fields and setting up the Miner defense for a long drive, hopefully a short one.
The kick was Theron Foster on the punt. So Miners on D now, pinning Oakmont way back, 98 yards to go. 92 yards away. All right, so Oakmont, their pistol wing T set, tight end left for the defense pass coming up. Little hitch, big hit by number 2. That was Santos.
Miners looking good in their pass coverage today. Besides that freak play, I haven't seen many deep.
Yeah. The coverage is tight. The run D's pretty tight. So good, solid performance all around for the Miners. 1:40 left on the clock in the first quarter. Quarter kind of slowed down because of some of the passes and incomplete balls and whatnot. Oakmont taking a little time in the huddle. Let's see if the referee starts waving his hand for delay of game. Spreading it out, a trip set under center. Oakmont. Little play action sprint pass, got to get outside, throws to the flat. Little flood route again, Miners cover it. That was close to being a sack. Both defensive ends again with the pressure. Elkema and number 13 on the pressure. That was Ricketts, it looks like, providing pressure from the bottom side. So 3rd and long. Let's see what Oakmont's got for a 3rd and long, backed up well in their end. So here we go, line it up again, a slot formation to the right. Shotgun, snap. Good protection down the middle, throws. What a great catch right there by the Oakmont player. That looks like Bayer Shane Sr. That'll move the sticks. That was a great effort play by Shane. Good protection from Oakmont and delivered a strike.
Yeah, I mean, Shane just extended their drive right there. They're looking at 4th and long if he doesn't make that catch. Great play, putting his body on the line, and Vikings are looking at 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line.
Yeah, the Miners defense is tight, but the great play by Shane there. Motion across the formation, quick pitch. Got to cut that up. Had a lane. Shane again. Nowhere to run. Tackle by couple Miners at least pushed out of bounds. It looks like it was Elkema and Kenny. Yep, Kenny on the tackle. Give them both the part of the tackle. They push him out of bounds. Looks like no gain. So Oakmont coming out, second down long. Let's see what they've got. So this will be potentially the last play of the quarter, as there's about 10 seconds left. The clock's winding down. Snap, looks like a pass. They're going to roll outside, makes a move, and then about 3 or 4 sacks. Miners sack him. Looks like Elkema, Santos, and number 51, Roland Beteto. So the first quarter ends. The pressure put on by Ricketts there, forcing him up inside. Miners take a 6-0 lead into the quarter, into the second quarter. So kind of a defensive battle from both squads.
Yeah, nothing that's really broken free. Anything crazy. A couple of long runs from the Miners. Otherwise, yeah, defensive battle.
Yeah, I feel like Miners moved quickly and then kind of fizzled on their second drive with that punt. Now, the punt that the Miners had last time was key. If they can get a big stop here, the field position's in great shape for the Miners, potentially. So taking a look at Max Preps, the Oakmont squad is 2-6 overall with a 1-2 record in the Foothill Valley League. They lost to Lincoln last week 48-0, but had beaten Oakmont the previous week 31-18. So they can put up the score. Oh, sorry. Oakmont beat Ponderosa 31-18. Said that wrong. So they can put up some points. Again, certain guys are out with the sickness tonight, so that could be an issue. So third and super long here. A pass coming up. Looks like a quick screen. There's a lot of running room. Couple missed blocks and a giant hit by number 1, Shane Kamba. And Kenny with big hits coming up. So it's 4th and 12. I like the play call there. Set up there for the second, but the Miners defense collapsed quickly.
Yeah, for a second it looked like it was going to be a breakout play, but Miners swarmed quickly, and now looking at 4th and 11, hoping to get the ball back.
So Oakmont debating on punting or not. No, I'm just kidding. That's a definite punt situation, but it took them a while to get out there. High, real high snap. Going to be trouble. Oh, probably the worst thing the punter could have done there is fall on it, because now the Miners get the ball at the 1-yard line. He either kicked it out of the end zone or tried to pick it up and do something with it instead of that, because now the Miners are in great shape. First and goal at the 1 or 2, looks like the 2.5. So when you're down a bunch of players and you know, that kind of stuff could happen because you don't know, you know, maybe it's a backup snapper. So
yeah,
Miners snap quick. Philpott rolls into the end zone. So Miners score after the bad punt snap. Quickly, Philpott rolls in the end zone, 2.5-yard touchdown, probably 3 if you officially on the books. So Miners are setting up for an extra point. Webster on the hold, Coda on the kick. This one looks better, longer and good. 13-0 Miners. over the Vikings with
10:58
remaining in the second quarter. Senior night, Miners, Hooper Stadium, perfect weather. A lot of things going on, a lot of good things happening for the Miners tonight.
Yeah, I'd say Oakmont's really kicking themselves in the foot to start this game. I mean, they've given the ball to the Miners inside the 30-yard line for both their touchdowns now, and yeah, I mean, Oakmont could really have themselves a ball game if their offense doesn't put their defense in bad situations. So let's see if they can clean it up and have a better game.
Yeah, their offense doesn't look overly potent, so they need field position and some luck. They got the luck early, but it could be a long night because I think looking at their bench over there, they got about 7 extra players suited up, and so most of the team is going both ways and on special teams, so that could tire you out. So kick deep, bounce, number 15, got it, cuts back. There's a hole, but shut down. Looks like Coda with the big tackle at the 28-yard line. So Oakmont comes out. Let's see if they start a drive throwing the ball. They've been running it on first down. Alec Ruiz coming in at outside linebacker for the Miners, checking in. Oakmont taking a while in the huddle. Okay, so spread, little wing set, motion. Quick pass, little quick screen to the flat. Got in business out there. Big gain. Let's see where they mark it. About a 16-yard gain. Good looking quick pass. Get it to the edge. Number 80 with the catch. For the Vikings, Ferris with the catch. Picked up a block on the edge and good gain.
Yeah, first down for the Vikings. Around midfield, see if they can get some momentum and get in Miner territory again.
So I think they got to do that kind of stuff. Their pass protections have been okay, but the quick passes seem to be something better for them. So same formation, the wing set, 2 backs in the back with motion. Now it's a toss. Nothing doing there.
Good piece of tackling there by number 4, Maddox Graves. Coming down from the outside linebacker position, really shooting the gap and staying flat and making a good tackle.
Yeah, I don't think Oakmont's got enough speed to run outside. I think they've tried a few times and nothing has worked for them. So they're keeping it on their hash, running towards their bench. Puts them in a long second down and 14. Okay, so a kind of a double set shotgun. Something didn't look right for Oakmont. They called timeout. So Valley Union looking good on both sides of the ball, getting contributions from their special teams. Good punt as well. So looks like all 3 phases are clicking tonight for the Miners.
Yeah, it's something they've longing to see so far in league play. A couple of skids coming into the night. Offense hasn't put up many points, but so far 13 points, and it's still the first half, so it's looking good for the Miners.
So coming out of the timeout, Oakmont looking at a really long second down play. High snap, boot run out. There is a guy open in the flat. Little farther throw. Could have been in business for Oakmont.
Number 12, Theron Foster, probably wishes he was about 2 inches taller right there.
Yeah, number 15, Brian Garcia was open. If the quarterback could have saw it a little earlier, Foster came back, had a chance on the play, jumped a hair early. So another really long third down. I like that play call. It was open. I would maybe come back to that later if I'm Oakmont. Their clock, refs looking at their watch. The ball is snapped. Throw to the sideline. In the air, broken up by 2 Miners. Foster and Andrew Webster. Ball thrown a little bit late. Oakmont's got a decision to make, kick it or go for it. I think the smart move is to flip the field and lean on your defense, but I don't know. They're thinking about it.
Yeah.
What would you do,
Bad snap last time scares the coaches a little bit, I bet. I mean, it's either you're flipping the field or you give the Miners the ball at the 25, and you can't. It's hard when you can't really trust your snapper.
So it looks like they're throwing the trust at him. Let's see. Better snap. Kick, good kick, high. Caught. There's a lane down the sideline. Webster's got a lane. He can't outrun the defender, number 2. Brian Bradford, who's listed as a quarterback.
Flag comes in at the end of the play.
I feel like somebody was blocking in the back for the Miners.
Possible horse collar on the tackle?
Well, knowing these refs that they're the same as the JV game, they like to call blocks in the back, and it was the same guy who called about 7 blocks in the backs on the Miners, so why not continue to call blocks in the back on the Miners?
Yeah, why not keep it consistent?
Yeah, it's only the home team that blocks in the back, I guess. We love the refs.
They work hard.
They are good people. All right, here Miners line up at trips. Fake, throw the flat, and not there. The Miners are trying to see if Oakmont is covering the short routes, and now they're breaking on the ball real quick to the flat. So Miners line up, stay in the trip set, looks like. And they throw the flat again. And Coda with it, and it's going to be in business if he, oh man, he's fast.
Outside backer had a chance to make a play on Coda, and he just gets crumbled. I mean, Coda puts a move on him, and he's off to the races for about a 25-yard gain.
And handoff up the middle, big run and a big fill by the linebacker. Miners go quickly, jet sweep action, outside, gets the edge, tries to stiff arm. Oh, cannot quite get to the sideline, but does get the first down. Monet on the sweep, using his speed to get outside. High snap, Philpott looking to do something with it. Still on his feet. gets tackled.
Tries to make something out of nothing there.
I think it was going to be a little counter action. The snap threw him off. So it looks like Tyler Ricketts is playing left guard with the number 13.
You know, and I think I saw them putting him there during practice this week across the field from ours.
Could have swore that he had to be an eligible or ineligible number. Pressure on Philpott. He's rolling out. He's got good speed. Dumps it over the top. Finds a receiver. Manet running people over down the sideline to the 13-yard line. Manet, the nice pickup. So down to the 13.
So the Miners knocking into Viking territory, looking to make it a 3-score game here.
Looks like they're at the 13-yard line. Good touch pass by Philpott right over the defender. First, I thought it was going to be Dicey. The motion out of the backfield, slant, corner route. Two guys were wide open, and ball just overthrown to Manet.
Yeah, and Philpott wishes he has that one. He has the look of, I should have had him there.
I think he's even calling for Coates to run the same play again.
Yeah,
he
really wanted that one.
Well, you also had the snag route from Coda wide open at about the 5-yard line. He would have walked in the end zone. So a couple guys open on the play. Here comes a pass again. Philpott under pressure, rolling. Good speed by Shane coming at him, throws it. Tipped up, incomplete. Good pressure put on by Shane Byer, who's getting his name called all over the place tonight. Great effort on both sides of the ball. Second down and 10. Sorry, third down now. Miners line up in a trip set. Quick snap. Dakota catches it. Couple quick moves, making people miss. And I believe he's got enough for the first down. Oh, he might be a little. It's fourth down. They're not even going to measure. He's short by about a half a yard, maybe a yard. So interesting call for Coach Sparks. Philpott in the gun with huge Elkema with him. They run the old freeze play, get him to jump.
Worked like a charm there. Looked like their whole defensive line fell for it. Love to see that.
So that'll be half the distance. Automatic first down. Now Miners got a fresh set of downs, real close to the goal line here. Trips or double set. Quick throw, fade. Coda with a catch. Is he inbounds? Referee is signaling touchdown. Coda with a great little catch on the fade. Philpott, good throw. Miners had 19-0 as they line up. So Coda gets to catch it and kick it. Snap there, kick up. Looks like it went left, and it did go left. 19-0 Miners. 6:36 left in the first half. So Miners offense steaming down the field. Defense stopping people. Miners got it all going tonight.
Yeah, probably the best start of the year for the Miners. Early 19-0 lead. Yeah, let's see where it takes them. Everything's looking crisp tonight.
All right, so Graves going to be kicking things off here. So what you're trying to do is get a stop here and see if he could score again. And here's a kick. Deep, caught. A little bit of a lane down the sideline. There's a flag that comes out. Return to the 25-yard line. I did see a flag. I'm not sure. Possibly a hands to the face.
Yeah, there's two guys tangled up there early on the first line of defense.
I see the one ref pointing to Oakmont, but I'm not sure if that means it's going to be called on them. We'll take a look at the ref and see what Phil says. I know the ref's name, Phil.
The Miners look like they're backing up. Maybe a
re-kick. Oh, I think they're offsides, but
they have the flag at the 44.
Oh.
So
no, I think there's 2 fouls, and they're going to have to re-kick it. Call a block in the back of the Miners, of course. I don't know how they could call a block on the back when the team that's kicking off. That's a strange penalty.
Yeah, you don't. That's something you just.
How do you block in the back when you're on defense?
Interesting.
Refs. And then a hold on Oakmont, so they're basically re-kicking this thing. So the old strange block in the back. And now they can't find the football. Everybody on the NU sideline is lost. Now the football is found. So it's.
Well, you only saw one flag on the field, so I wonder
I think
if
the same guy called
both flags or both penalties with one flag. Is that
I
thing
don't
they do? Is that I don't know.
I don't get it. It's like the.
Well, it
maybe he
like
got
he
retaliated.
On the same, yeah, maybe.
Like it was a push.
It's like a cross-checking in hockey. A guy gets up and he.
Yeah, it's like a little retaliation of the holding, but call a personal foul or something. I don't know. Here we go. Returning up the sideline. Not a ton of blocking this time, but ooh, that was a pretty good hit right there.
Well, there's a big holding that wasn't called on the outside contain, but I mean, I don't think 24 minded that.
That actually
big
helped.
Hit on the sideline by Kinney.
That helped. That helped him get there because the other guy got tackled.
Yep.
So, Miners on D here with a chance to kind of a stop here and a score before the half could kind of break the spirit of the old Vikings. We'll see. Vikings have thrown the ball on first down the last couple times. They look a little discombobulated on their alignment here. They get into their wing left set, shotgun wing T. They are throwing. Quick pass to the flat, up in the air, caught for about an 8-yard gain, kind of a hospital ball. Number 80 is feeling the hit.
Yeah, Gavin Ferris receiving the ball and also receiving a big hit from the safety of the Miners. Quarterback kind of lofted it in there, and it was not really safe for anybody catching that ball.
Not safe for ribs.
No.
There was a lot of rib meat there open.
Somebody was getting hit.
He did have to. He kind of double pumped it to get over the outside linebacker, but then kind of hung it up there for people to pursue. And so here they go, second and manageable. The whole playbook's wide open here for the Vikings. And they go the pass set, quick to the flat. Ooh, that was almost picked off.
Looked like a little bit of confusion. Number 15 looked like he might have, I think it was thrown to 15, but he didn't think he was getting the ball, and I think 17 also thought he wasn't getting the ball. So nobody really went for it, and third and short now for the Vikings looking for a score heading into halftime.
So what happens here, though, Matthew, is they stop the clock, right, on a pass. So
Miners.
They save their timeouts, the Miners do, and if you don't get a first down on this third down play, you got decisions to make because you're going to give it right back to the Miners. So,
well, I'd say the biggest thing they can't do is lose yards here, which they've done a couple times tonight.
So a trip set, new formation, and they're throwing, and they're going to get sacked. And if I'm NU, I call it timeout. Well, how much time is left, Matthew?
5:50.
Okay, maybe not a timeout yet. Kind of a strange call there on 3rd and 1. You would think they would try to get the first down and not throw for it.
Well, like I said, huge not to take a loss there, and it's exactly what happens. Drop back for a pass, and Miners swarm.
So now, was the timeout called, or they just – no, they're calling their play from the sideline, their punt.
Possible trickery here. You'd think not, but you also don't know.
You just don't know, but I think they have to punt. Here comes the kick. End over end, not very far, but could roll, and it takes a Oakmont bounce, but it's picked up. There's a little bit of a wall, a major block in the back that I can't believe was not called. Oh, there it is. So the old Miners really giving props to Trayton Santos, but it was, about 10 years ago when you could block a guy in the back like that without getting called. So
the good old days of football.
So the kind of a big penalty. It'll be at least 10, if not 15-yard penalty. It's a personal foul, actually, because it's, yeah. Wasn't a block in the back. You can't crack on people like that anymore. You could see it being lined up, but you can't take that shot anymore.
Now, question, or if I'm wrong, tell me, but would that be a spot foul, or is that from where the ball
Actually,
is
it was behind the play, so it is a spot foul.
Okay.
Quick pass dropped.
Oh, late whistle.
Yeah, well, that almost looked like a lateral. It was real close. Miners got to chase that thing down. And Vikings got to chase it down. So that stops the clock. Second down, trips formation to the top side, handoff inside, big hole. McCracken breaks one tackle, gets tackled by two Vikings. Wallentine and Romero Stafford on the tackle. McCracken running hard, had a little seam there, but the rest of the Vikings got there quickly. Again, topside trips to the left of, okay, throw down the middle. There's an open receiver caught down the sideline, picks up a block. He could go because he's fast. Oh, I do see a flag behind the play. And I see the ref signaling, and I don't know what he's doing, but the speed down the sideline from Manet was shown, but the flag was thrown early for some reason. We'll see right here. What do you think, Matthew?
I want to say he is calling the block on the sideline that he caught, because he did adjust his flag a little bit, threw it further up the field. There was a block on the side, but it looked clean to me. Let's see what they call here.
They did call holding, so there was a seam down the sideline for Manet to burn down the sideline, and there was a block that it looked like. But the block must have been a hold. And, yes, that is a spot foul from where it happened. Right. It's different when it's a personal foul. Okay, so Miners line up, doubles with the motion, and they're pulling out. Looks like a sweep. And there's more running room. And Manet running people over. He's mad that he didn't get a chance to score going down the sideline, so he's making up for it for 11-yard gain.
Yeah, and Manet's been running angry tonight. Early in the game, he caught 2 straight swing passes, and he took off down the sideline like a rocket, and he caught that last touchdown that was called back, and he's running hard
Quick
tonight.
pass to the flat again. Tackle, got to get down. Looks like Webster on the carry or the catch. Oakmont kind of getting, understanding those quick passes now and coming up and playing tough defense. Here comes a double set again. Pass to the flat, caught by Monet again. He's fast. He runs past a couple guys and dives. I think he's in. He did fall over the defensive player. I don't think his knee went down, so he's in the end zone. Touchdown Miners. Getting up slowly. He's had a heck of a drive. He's actually scored a couple times on this drive. This one counts, though, for the Miners. And just like we said, Matthew, after not getting the first down on third down long, Vikings had to punt, and it comes back and bites them as the Miners score again late in the half.
Yeah, I mean, there's still 2.5 left. You'd think the Vikings would want to maybe choose some clock, and as there's a trick play down the sideline.
I think it was a bad snap.
Bad snap, fire call.
Webster tries to get as many yards as he can and doesn't get it. So the score is
25-0 Miners with a big lead.
So if I'm the Miners now, if they kick off, I'm kind of going for the jugular if Oakmont doesn't complete any passes and runs the ball or whatever. I'm going to use my timeouts, get the ball back one more time, and you know, now the Miners are showing they could score quickly as well as marching down the field. So, you know, this is one of those games, Matthew, we're talking about Oakmont not having a lot of players, so they're playing really hard, and they're getting tired and chasing the Miners all over the field. It makes it even harder because they're running so much. So,
yeah, I mean, when you only got 10 guys on the sideline, your guys are going to be tired at the end of the game. And you could say it's already setting in, but it hasn't been halftime. So let's see, the rest of this half. And
you also have, I mean, it's not only offense and defense. I'm looking at like their whole starting offense and defense on this kick return right here. So, I mean, these kids are they're on everything. They're not getting a break. So I see the quarterback over there. He's probably the lone guy who doesn't play on the kick return, their quarterback. Deep kick, a little bit of a lane, cuts back up. He's in business and tackled at the 28-yard line by about 4 different Miners. Number 17 in on the tackle, Rocco McMullen with Tyler Ricketts as well. 2 minutes and 23 seconds left in the half. Miners doing everything. Special teams stopping them. Offense, quick strikes. Defense, tough. Got it rolling on senior night, Matthew.
Yeah, they do. Not much else to say. They're really kicking butt.
So let's see if they can get another stop. Again, I think NU has all 3 timeouts, so I'd be using them if Oakmont doesn't do much. Motion to the boundary, quick toss, tackle, and that looked like Clay Renner. And it looks like Coach Sparks is letting them play D and not calling their timeouts to try and get the ball back one more time.
Yeah, no 2-minute warning in high school, so.
So if I'm Oakmont,
I wonder what he's thinking here. I mean, you think he wants his guys just going into the half feeling higher? Or does he want to really
I don't know.
push it.
If I'm Oakmont, I just take as long as I can and not run plays if timeouts are going to be used.
Well, you know they're not great at punting the ball, so flipping the field isn't a big thing.
So here comes a little counter action. It's fumbled, and who's got it? Oof.
Looks like early the refs see that Oakmont dives on it.
So again, NU chooses to not call a timeout. 3rd and super long again. Maybe there's some awesome senior night festivities at halftime that Coach Sparks wants to get to. Let the cheerleaders do their thing. 3rd and 18. If I've got a draw or some kind of play like that in my playbook at Oakmont, I don't want to stop the clock with the pass.
Well, the Miners, I mean, they could loosen up a bit, come up field. You're right, could open up big.
So regular wing T set, little trap up the middle, probably a safe call. 4th and super long. .30 seconds left in the half. If I'm Oakmont and NU's not calling timeouts, I don't snap the ball.
I agree with that.
Because they've already snapped it over the head. So they're, yep. Under 10 seconds now. Clock's going down. They're just going to go in the half. The Miners leading 25-0 here at home. Hooper Stadium against the Oakmont Vikings. Cameras are going to be rolling for the halftime festivities, but Matthew and I are going to take a quick break. We'll see you on the other side of halftime in about 12 to 15 minutes.
Thank you very much, cheerleaders from both schools. Thank you, varsity cheer. Thank you to our seniors. And now, if you want to get your tickets out, we're about to pull the winning ticket for the raffle. The prize bucket is valued somewhere around $1 million. I mean priceless, because it has so much of the senior memorabilia in it. All right, so now get your tickets out. Chloe is about to pull the winning ticket. The winning ticket is
3821117.
All right, one more time for the winning ticket.
3821117.
Does anybody see a winner running towards the booth, holding up the winning ticket? Yeah, here he comes. All right, we have a winner. All right. Cherise Snyder is the winner of the prize basket, number 382117. Thank you all very much for supporting the boosters. And here they come, your miners back onto the field. I want to quickly announce the Nevada Union coaching staff. Our head coach, Brad Sparks. Assistant coach, Jim Rubiales. Assistant coach, Ernie Flores. Dave Kramer, Tyler Tyler DeVoe, Jamie Wines, Kyle Collar, Jordan Wolowitz, Mike Elkema, and Josh Van Meter. Thank you guys for all your hours, all your efforts to teach these young men life skills through athletics. And you know, no team would be complete without a team mom, but this team has been blessed to have two and two of the best. So if you have a son on the varsity team, if you would take a minute and give your thanks to our team moms. We have Sarah Perry and Carrie Renner. The meals they've coordinated and the effort they put in for these boys speaks volumes about the character of our team, our families, and the value you to football. Thank you all very much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare our final half of the 2022 football season here at Hooper Stadium, I'd like to take an opportunity to thank all the volunteers all year long, our administration from the high school, especially our athletic director, Daniel Crossan, who puts in endless hours making sure all of these events happen. So now, if you would, in the Miner Magic tradition, stand up for the kickoff and let your miners know you are here for them as they've been here for you all season long. Back deep for the Miners, always dangerous, Andrew Webster.
And we're back. Miners receiving the kickoff, so it's even better for them being in the lead and then also getting the kick. And here comes the kick. Short kick, pooched. Trouble. Coda picks it up, has a little move to the outside, a couple blockers, and a seam down the sideline. He's tackled at the 50. That looked dangerous from the start for the Miners and turned into a positive.
Yeah, Coda, as soon as he caught it, looked like he knew his lane. Took one inside move and then cut out to the outside and took it about 20, 25 yards.
There's a blocker out there, picked it up. Now Miners start at the minus 49-yard line. Miners getting the play from the sideline. Snap, sweep to the outside.
Ooh.
Big block. Got some running room. Santos pushed out of bounds. Excuse me. Cole McCracken pushed out of bounds at the 32-yard line. So Miners kind of starting this half like they ended most of the first half, motoring down the field.
Well, the Oakmont looks like they're in a 3-man front now. I don't know if they've been in that all game, but.
Here's a deep ball that nobody's covering, underthrown. And touchdown, Miners. Look like a broken coverage. DBs are talking to each other, but Oakmont gives up a quick score in the second half. The Miners go up 31-0 real fast in the second half. Coda touchdown and kicking now. Extra point. Looks like this one's down the middle. It is. So in less than a minute, Miners score a quick touchdown. It's 32-0. Pretty much anything the Miners do is working. It's tough for Oakmont again to be down like they were and then have to kick the ball off and then have that happen to them.
Yeah, I mean, they started off, that first drive in the first half was the botched option play. Miners immediately took advantage, and from there they just haven't looked the same. I mean, they had that one defensive drive to stop the Miners where they looked pretty good, but I think it's just lack of bodies is what it really is.
Yeah, missing a lot of key guys, including one of their offensive linemen who's 6'6", 300 pounds. He's going to Stanford. He's one of the players who's out sick tonight.
Yeah, that's
one
huge.
player's not the difference, but like I said, many Oakmont players are out. And this kick is deep, dropped, but picked up. Not a ton of space around, but making moves, trying real hard. I love to see good effort when the scoreboard's kind of sideways against you.
Looks like the Miners bringing in some fresh bodies.
Yeah, usually in a game like this, you play your starters at least one series in the second half until if you feel comfortable that the other team's not, going to be pushing too much hard back at you, then you can clear the bench of a bunch of your players that might not have gotten in a lot this year. So regular wing right set for Oakmont, motion, and looks like counter back. There's a little running lane there. Not a bad little play. Oakmont could have used a lot more of that. That's Dylan Connor Jr. About a 6-yard run for Dylan. And Oakmont should be running some clock, maybe trying to find a place where they could take a shot and catch NU. It's so tough to come back when you're down and you're tired. I even see Shane Bear just limping out to his wide receiver spot. He's just been going hard on both sides of the ball. Motion, back with a toss to the right, picked up a couple blocks, but NU pursues the ball well, flat down line of scrimmage.
Big thing I've noticed is the size difference from Oakmont's line and the Miners line. I think it's played a big factor today. Not a lot of penetration at all from Oakmont's running game, and I think that's a testament to that.
Yeah, I think you bring that up. It was 3rd and short late in the second half, and they decided to throw the ball. It's like they didn't think they can get a push. I don't know. Now we come up with another third and, I guess you call it third and short. Let's see what they do. Looks like a passing set motion, and they are throwing quick slant right off the hands of number 17, Tristan Timmons, junior receiver. That ball was thrown, a tough throw. He's trying to get in that window, but threw it a little bit ahead of the receiver. It's kind of a tough one to catch there, Matthew.
Yeah, I think if he throws it, even if he throws it on target, he's getting lit up by that safety there. But today's rules, if he does light him up, maybe it could have been called in their favor. But, those are what ifs. So 4th down here for the Vikings.
So Vikings punting again. They literally seem to have they're faking it. And they run up the middle and picking up blockers and gaining a ton of yards. Some Vikings showing life.
That's we're not lying down and dying today.
So maybe you run the ball on 4th down when no one's paying attention. Dylan Connor with a massive run on 4th down. Love to see the spunk out of teams when they're down and you keep fighting and call. That's what you do. I mean, it doesn't matter what the score is. You keep playing the game. So Oakmont dialing up a fake punt and getting tons of yards on the 44. The Miners going in wing right formation. Counter coming back this way. A little bit of running room, but linebackers coming up, stopping them. Good pursuit. James Kenny, easy to see with the purple sleeves on tonight. Making some good plays inside there.
Called his name a lot tonight.
Yeah, I think I'm going to put my eyes on young sophomore Rocco Kirikinsi on this play. All I'm going to do is watch Rocco, but I'll know what the play is going on, so I'll be able to call it. So 2nd down and 10. Okay, so spreading it out a little bit. Motion across the set. Looks like a pass, and it is. Screen to the outside. A lot of bodies flying all over the place, and now a little bit of people talking trash to each other. So,
well, like you said, Rocco Kirikinsi on that play blows up a man trying to block him, trying to block him, and that's what started the little trash talk.
So, quick pass to the flat has been working for Oakmont. Ball was dropped right there by number 80. Gavin Ferris. So 3rd and 10, wing set. Pass, quick screen. Pretty good tackle. Again, it looked like Oakmont was in business with the screen, but they just couldn't block one guy. Shane Cambo squats down on that screen play and stuffs it. So it's 4th down, and be curious if looks like they're going to line up in a punt formation again and see what they're going to do. Maybe you got to play punt safe here. I mean, you went for it already, and you're way deep. Why would you not go for it again, even though it's a longer?
Yeah, I mean, I say go for it. You're at the 44. Don't have much to lose already. It is 4th and 10.
You're not getting paid the big bucks that Oakmont's coach is because he is punting.
That's why I'm up here.
Maybe we'll see. Play that field position game. Good punt. Gonna take a Miners bounce backwards. Stops at the 12. So, or excuse me, 17 yard.
31 yards. Exchange.
I feel like I would have gone for it since I already went for it once and nothing to lose at this point. Down on the scoreboard. So Miners hold after giving up a fake punt. Looks like Maddox Graves Sr. coming in at quarterback. Double set. Handoff to Cole McCracken. Got the edge. Running pretty hard. And I saw, lots of flags. Little chippiness going on. I saw a hit that looked out of bounds. I think there was a second hit.
You know, there was a late flag by the back judge that I believe he might have picked up some trash talk from the Miners.
So you think there could be calls both ways here?
It was late, and I don't know. I didn't see what he was looking at. I just saw the flag.
I didn't see the initial hit, but there's a lot of noise on the NU sideline thinking it was late. So I think you're right, Matthew. They're talking about going both ways. So there's going to be a late hit. If they're both dead balls, then they offset. Or they're going to have to walk them both off. The rare walking both of them off thing. So they're going to go 15 forward for the Miners probably, and then 15 back for the Miners making if there's calls going both ways. So let's see what Phil, the referee, says. He's telling NU's sideline, yes, they're going to walk them both off.
The judge with the ball started laughing as soon as they broke the huddle, so I'm guessing that's exactly what's about to happen. With,
dead ball foul. I'm reading lips. On Oakmont. Then there's a dead ball foul.
I believe he meant to say unsportsmanlike, but he called the personal foul.
So they are, I think, going to walk them both off. So they're going to walk 15 for the Oakmont foul. And then they're going to walk 15 back for the NU foul.
You know, is there a reason they do that, or is it just...
Yeah, because they're dead balls, and it's not offsetting, right? So it's offsetting, but they were dead ball fouls, so you have to walk it off.
Right.
Versus like live ball fouls, they just say they're offsetting. It's a weird thing, but it actually makes sense if it was back, they'd go back half the distance.
That would make more sense.
So yes. They do walk it off. So here we go, double set. Graves looking for someone to throw who can't. Makes a good move, good runner down the field, tries to run somebody over and picks up the first down. Probably a good decision by Maddox there. There's a couple guys that could have been open.
Maddox is a big body, so, I mean, having him run, not a bad idea. Shakes off a defender and picks up a good block for the first.
Van Meter in motion, gets his first varsity touch, running faster on the end, picking up a couple blocks and gaining about
9.5 probably.
9 yards for the sophomore. So gets his first varsity touch of the football. Been on the field a lot. Just hadn't got any action with the ball in his hands, but been blocking well on the edge. Same formation, the double set. Going quickly again, run up the middle. Maddox, he's breaking free. Free safety, makes the play. Kendall Barber, sophomore, makes the tackle. Miners again.
If you're the Miners, do you go right back to that? I mean,
well, I think they're dialing up whatever they're doing is working. Another run outside, pick up a couple blocks, Van Meter, and big hit on the sideline. McCracken, we have a flag down. What do we got? It's hard to see through.
Yeah, back about 7 yards past the line of scrimmage, I believe.
There could have been a hold right at the edge. There's penetration from Oakmont. Yeah.
Not a huge penalty for the Miners. Only puts them back about 3 yards from where they started last play. So repeat of first down here.
So going quick again. Oakmont shuffling in some people. Another quarterback run up the middle, huge yards. Maddox is like 8 feet tall, so he falls forward for another 6 yards, just falling down. Gets the first down. Miners going quick. Still pretty much every starter in except the quarterback. Oakmont's trying to shuffle players in, and they're just not even set. McCracken on the run on the outside, breaking free, gets close to the goal line. Out at the 4-yard line. So make that the 2. Miners going quick. Oakmont's struggling to get players off the field. Subbing, trips left, run up the middle, huge hole. Maddox walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Miners. That puts the score at 38-0 Miners with 5.5 left. I'm curious what happens now. I believe the rule is when you're up 35-0 or 35 points, they do a running clock. So we'll have to keep an eye on that here after this kick by Cota. It's up and looks down the middle, and it is down the middle. A little excitement, 36. 39. I was wrong. It was 38-0. No, I said that right. With the 1 point, it's 39-0 now. So Miners rolling everywhere here. And looks like Maddox is going to now kick off too. So you get a touchdown and you get to kick off too. So here we go, the kickoff.
Monday morning, whenever we got a chance, we can take a look at our kids out there in action on the sideline, candid shots and everything. We thank you so much. He's also a very important member of our boosters.
So here we go. Big end over end boot. Oakmont similar return. Not a lot there. If he breaks this one, he's, I think a face mask possibly coming in. We'll see. Late flag.
That was a ball you saw, I believe.
Oh.
Philpott.
I'm looking right through a real foggy glass, so that's my excuse.
Quarterback throwing balls on the sideline looked like a flag.
Okay.
I thought the same thing.
I'm just old. That's why your young eyes caught that. So Miners look like they still have most of their starters in on D. Yes, most of them. Up 39-0. Senior night. Here comes Oakmont. They're trying to figure out what they're going to do in the backfield there. Oop, little I formation. Haven't shown that tonight. Motion. And a quick dive up the middle for about 3 yards. The quicker they can get some runs off, the better. I don't know if they've agreed to run the clock or not. I guess we'll see on a first down. If the clock doesn't stop, then you know it's a running clock. So 4:45 left in the third quarter. Oakmont again spreading it out, 2nd and 7. Looks like a pass rolling out. Nothing's open, but he can get around the end, and he does. Cuts it back. 3 or 4 Miners, big hit.
Good piece of running by number 7 there. Still playing hard. The scoreboard's against you. Like you said, we'd love to see it.
The roster for Oakmont doesn't have a 7. Love to give him some love. I don't know.
Number 7 for Oakmont.
7 for Oakmont. He took the edge there. The end came too far upfield and he was able to get outside. So first down for Oakmont. Pistol. Nope. Little strong set. Unbalanced. Not a lot there. Oh, going deep. Backside post. Caught by number 80. Break it free. Stiff arm. 3 stiff arms and touchdown. Oakmont. Let's look back for some flags. There is none. Great play by Gavin Ferris and Oakmont scoring on a long pass, at least 60 yards after the ball was caught. Couple stiff arms to Andrew Webster's helmet. They fall into the end zone.
A lot of 50-50 balls that haven't gone Oakmont's way, either incomplete or picked off, but finally they get something to go their way. It falls right into his hands and takes off. That huge stiff arms. I mean,
big stiff arms.
Dude did not want to go down, you could tell.
Oakmont struggling to get their PAT team out. Snap, low, kick, up, good foot, and it's good. So Miners 39, Oakmont 7. Showing life are the Vikings. So now, like, if you're taking shots deep, if you're going to keep competing, I think you got an onside kick here, Matthew. What do you think?
Yeah, you got about 15 minutes left in the game. You need 5 scores, or 4 if you can get every 2-point conversion, which is not likely. But, yeah, you got to keep fighting. Game doesn't end until the buzzer ends, or buzzer sounds, as they say.
So, Miners kick return team coming out. Oakmont kicking off from the 40. The returner looks like it's Andrew Webster, Coda, and Kinney are the 3 deep guys, but Webster's the one who's the deepest in the back. Kicking off for Oakmont is, let's see if I can see the number. They're running up, and they went onside, and it's a tough kick. Oh.
Offsides, possibly.
Well, the kick was recovered by Nevada Union. Randall Petito. But.
Oh, they might be saying.
It's a re-kick of some kind. But is there a penalty? Or?
He's saying it hit the ground.
What is he saying? Okay, so.
I don't know.
It's illegal formation. I'm not sure exactly what that call is. He keeps pointing to the ground like.
It's like he's saying he hit the ground before he kicked it, like it's illegal or something.
Or
maybe he kicked it after he kicked it. Like his leg
hit
it on the follow through maybe.
But then they'd get the ball right there. I think they're going to. I'd try it again. Nope, they're kicking deep.
Interesting.
Big booming kick this time. Webster fumbles it, but he's got time to pick it up. Got a little bit of lane if he still wants it. Closed down and gets a really big return after fumbling the kick all the way back to the 5. Takes it to the 30, so. So Miners keeping their offense out there. Graves back at quarterback after scoring on a short run last time. Van Meter in motion, gets the handoff, fumbles it a couple times, getting chased, makes a cut. 7-yard gain. So Van Meter picks up, I gave him a couple of yards too much, maybe 5 yards on the carry. So pass Graves, looking deep down the middle. He's got Webster wide open and slightly underthrown. Webster was open deep, had 2 steps on the receiver, just slightly underthrown.
Yeah, and a good job of putting his arm up and knocking the ball down. Number 88, Patterson. I bet he would have caught that without a hand up. So.
Yeah, right at the last minute as the offensive guys are reaching for the ball, if you get your hand out there. Miners quickly are on the ball. 3:05 left in the third. Snap, handoff. Got a little room. McCracken around the edge, picks up a couple blocks, still running. Got a little horse collar, little face mask, little everything going on, but he also got about 30 yards.
37-yard line on the Vikings. First down, Miners.
So Miners quickly getting on the ball again. They're looking to throw, quick screen. Ref says no. Miners move a little bit too quick, so Miners look like they're going to throw a quick screen to Foster. But first and 15 now, Miners on the 42-yard line, looking to increase the score. Graves up the middle again, huge hole. Couple cuts, falls down right at the marker. What is he short? Is he what is he? They're saying second down, so pretty much anything they want to run is working for the Miners tonight. Quick throw to the flat.
Couldn't get it up.
Yeah, just kind of released he had more time than he thought. McMullen, the intended receiver, take his time and get it to him. Now it's doubles, 3rd and 1 now. Run up the middle to, I think that's Elkema running the ball. Elkema's a load. He just has to fall forward for the first down. And he does. Miners down to the 23-yard line, minute 40 left in the third quarter. Clock running. Snap. Graves looking to throw. Got the drag underneath. Had Van Meter open. Threw the ball. A little spicy hot sauce on it.
Yeah, maybe Van Meter just not used to the heat of some varsity balls, but that was hot and it was a little out in front of him, so tough catch to make.
I think it was one of those things where he was so open he could have just laid it up to him. McCracken off the right side, more room, cuts back, running and bumbling and stumbling down inside the 10 to the, right at the 10-yard line. So McCracken probably over 100 yards tonight, I would say.
Yeah, he's been tearing them apart.
Basically,
game.
Yep. And now they go left here again. Right when we say that, he gets stuffed. Karma, bad.
Just like
can't talk about that stuff, and then it happens like the opposite. Murphy's Law.
That's what it is. Yep.
So second down. It looks like 2nd and goal. They got to the 10. Miners going quickly again. QB run, off tackle. Maddox driving. 2 tacklers for Oakmont make the play. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Miners checking the call from the side. Run outside, or quick throw outside. And caught. Foster. Foster from Graves, and the Miners, after Oakmont scores, come right back down the field and score, making the score 45-7. Coda in for his several attempts at his extra points tonight. Snap, hold, kick. This one's good again. 46-7. I'm going to do a little check, Matthew, on the old Max Preps. I'm going to give you all some scores tonight from the Foothill Valley League. There was a huge game down at West Park tonight. Undefeated West Park taking on Placer, who is also undefeated. Checking scores now. Waiting as the Miners getting ready to kick off here.
So would a win tonight and a win next week qualify the Miners for potential playoffs?
I'm not sure, but I'm seeing that Placer's putting a whooping on West Park, 35-7, and it might. Is it a final? No, there's still a fair amount of time in the fourth quarter, but Placer's going to win that game. And let's look at the other FVL League game. Ponderosa and Lincoln, I believe. As the Miners kick off, another return by Oakmont. I think every return looks the same as everything.
Yeah, a little pick up, break down, and try and just
go down the left hash.
Defenders, put them to the side, and maybe pick up like 4 or 5 yards.
Looks like Lincoln and Ponderosa played last night, and Lincoln put the hammer on the old Bruins of Ponderosa, 58-0. So Miners got a chance to move up in the standings this week if they finish off Oakmont here tonight. So the third quarter ends, headed to the fourth, 46-7. Let's check some other scores around the Sacramento area. Miners used to be in the vaunted SFL. Let's take a look at some SFL scores this evening. Granite Bay took on Folsom tonight. And yikes, it could be a tough one for Granite Bay, who lost again, looks like. Score. Put up a decent fight. Losing to Folsom, who's beating everybody, 55-27. And Rockland took on Oak Ridge tonight, holding a tight battle. It looks like Oak Ridge is leading 17-14. The game is still in progress. And I have to think Delaware is playing Whitney as Oakmont's lining up here in motion. Quick throw to the flat, couple blocks, and tackled. About a 6-yard gain for Oakmont.
Little extra stuff after that play from the ball carrier, number 17. Not sure if that's what the penalty is, but I saw players trying to pull him back.
So going back to scores, last one from the SFL, Del Oro is leading 35-30 over Whitney late in the fourth quarter. So a couple tight ones in the SFL tonight. And they're booking somebody. So it's an unsportsmanlike call on somebody. We haven't pointed out which team this is on. And it looks like it's on Nevada Union. Unsportsmanlike. And so whoever that's on, if you get too unsportsmanlike, you are kicked out of the game and you get kicked out of the next game. So whoever that was on, got to be careful. So motion to trips. Looks like bad snap. His referee thought about blowing a whistle down because his knee looked like it was close to being down, but referee's winding the clock even though he ran out of bounds. So I don't know if that means they're running the clock or what, but might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, Oakmont doesn't have the I'd say they don't have the capability to really put up points fast. From what they've shown, I mean, there could be some broken plays, anything could happen, but for the most part, I think the Miners have this one locked down with about a little under 9:30 remaining in this fourth quarter.
So Oakmont going slot receivers into the boundary in their shotgun wing T set. Looks like a screen happening. And good idea, but not executed to the best ability.
You know, and it kind of looked like I don't remember who was there to catch the ball, but it looked like he was almost worried about the defender coming in, so might have caused him to kind of duck out of the way and drop the ball.
Jack Jorgensen coming in the game for the Miners. He's got the awesome orange shoes. Let's see what Jack, if he could put some pressure on the Oakmont squad. So here comes wing T set, shotgun. Getting some deep ball look, pulls it down, and the ball pops out. So sacked on the play. I guess that would go down as a sack for Jacob Bean and who was my other one? Looked like Alec Ruiz and number 87. Who I don't know. Is that that's 67. Jacob Bean, I think.
Oakmont coming out punt formation. Down 31, about.
So they're down 39, actually. 7.5 minutes left.
You're correct.
Oakmont runs a guy on late. I don't know if it's 10, 12, 11 guys on the field, but. So there it is. Miners punt or get the ball back at the 28-yard line.
Clock running with 7 minutes left.
7 minutes left on the clock. Miners, I believe, are going to hand the ball off to Jack Jorgensen and let him score. So I might have to do special call for Jack. As Jack is one of the managers for the Miners, and he also gets a chance to play tonight, so he's in the backfield. Crowd chanting, "Let's go, Jack." Let's see what the Miners have in store for Jack. So ball's in play, first down. Snap to Grays. Jack takes the handoff. He's running down the right side. He's breaking tackles as Jack is going down the sideline. Let's see if anybody's going to catch him. A host of Miners chase him down the field. Touchdown, Miners. Team is going crazy for Jack as he scores a touchdown. Dancing in the end zone. He even spiked the ball. Not legal, but tonight it doesn't matter. Spike it if you want it, Jack.
Yeah, one of those things you love to see in a game like this.
Yeah, it's
not a lot of stakes, and just get a chance to put a guy who's always around your team been there for a while, and he gets a chance to be there for his team and score.
So the Miners celebrating Jack's touchdown. Everybody's giving him high fives and love, patting him on the helmet. And with plays like that, in games like this, the play is actually normally an untimed down, but since let's see what's going on here. Usually they go back to the spot of the ball and just repeat the down and let Jack have his moment, which is huge. And so there's a lot of discussion. I don't know exactly what's happening. The clock is still running. It started I think I do know what's going to happen. So they count the score as a touchdown, but they don't put the score on the board. And so the Miners are going to kick off as if it was a touchdown, giving the ball back to Oakmont. So basically everything counts the same. It's just not actual score on the board. So good for the Oakmont team to be, it's awesome of them in a game like this to let the Miners have a play like that. So
absolutely.
Here's a kick, and it goes by, and it checks up. Oh, my gosh, you better pick that up. Oh, my God. Oh, he called a touchdown. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Wow. Ball gets I was going to say he needs to pick that up, and the ball checked up. Did the Rocco get that?
I couldn't tell. I was watching the feed that you guys are getting, and it didn't show. It didn't come up late until our guy was about to pick it up. So
when the ball, a kickoff is live, wow. And so
that's something you don't see.
The ball checked
really
up
ever.
Well, I don't think you can advance. I mean, if he caught on the one, it should be the Miners ball on the 1 yard line, because you can't advance a kickoff. So I don't know why they give him a touchdown on that, because he never had possession. So it should be at the 1, but either way, Miners get a touchdown on a fluky kickoff return blunder by Oakmont. And Coda kicking and makes the extra point, puts the score at 53 as the clock is still running. So now they're basically going to redo everything again here. The kick return team's going to go back out there. Strange play.
I mean,
the refs are talking about it. I know they messed that up. You can't advance a kick. So the ball should have been on the half-yard line.
That's true. Yeah. Well, what if
he had possession and fumbled? That's different. But that was a muff.
If he picks it up and has his body, it's the ball, so it doesn't matter.
In high school, it's the ball. Like they blew that call. That should be just a beanbag at the 1. Doesn't matter if he
Yeah, I mean, I guess it saves some time because, I mean, it's the ball at the 1 for the Miners with 4 downs.
Right, they're going to probably
I'd
score
count
right
on
away.
them scoring.
Well, the big blunder was the Oakmont player thinking that it was a touchback and the ball checked up at the 1, and then he just.
I mean, even on a punt, I'd say a guy would pick that up. I mean, it's down at the 1. That's hard to get out of.
Frazzled and just panicked, and same kind of kick here, but they're going to catch this one. Run it up the left hash, 25. Not a lot of room to run. Tackled by number 84 for the Miners, Lampy. So this clock is running now. It's been running for a while. So there's a minute. The last 8 minutes has literally taken 8 minutes. It's a minute left in the game. So Oakmont could do really a lot of things here. They could take knees. They could run plays. They could run one play and be done, because pretty much after this play, the game's over. So here comes probably the last play of the game. Miners leading 53-7. And they're getting in a wing I-back set. Last time they just ran a dive out of this set. Do it again. Fullback running hard. Good play by Kenny, who's had a lot of tackles. And that, now it's 20 seconds. Oakmont's just going to the 50-yard line. This game is over. Miners on senior night defeat Oakmont 53-7 and push their record to 3-6 overall, and gives them their first win inside of the FVL this year. So Miners shaking hands with Oakmont. And here we go. So Miners take on Ponderosa next week in Shingle Springs. Should be a pretty good game. And yeah, Matthew, it was fun tonight having you help me out.
Yeah, it was a good time doing this. The one and only time we got to do it this year.
Miner Vision return. Thanks to the crew for having us. Great work, you guys, on the camera and the switching, and brings back good memories of doing this in the past. So signing off here. Miners win, senior night, big game, big win. Drive safe, going home, and we'll see you next time.